The crisp December air settled over the small town of Evergreen, blanketing everything in a serene layer of frost. It was the night before Christmas Eve, and the town was alive with excitement. This was the night when Evergreen's legendary Christmas lights would be switched on, transforming the entire town into a winter wonderland. The people of Evergreen had been preparing for this magical evening for months, stringing lights, decorating homes, and planning a celebration that would make this Christmas unforgettable. For Emma and her younger brother, Noah, this night was a treasured tradition. Their eyes sparkled with anticipation as they gazed out the window, watching the last of the evening's twilight fade away. The soft glow of lanterns lined the streets, and the warmth of the festive season could be felt in the air. Emma, now 15, had grown accustomed to the beauty of the town's Christmas celebration, but it never failed to take her breath away. To her, it felt as though the lights had a magic of their own, something beyond mere decoration. And tonight, she could sense that this year, something truly extraordinary would happen. "We're going to be there, right?" Noah asked, bouncing on his feet with excitement. His wide eyes were filled with wonder as he imagined what the evening might bring. "Of course," Emma replied, her smile stretching across her face. "It's Christmas Eve after all. It's the best night of the year." Their parents, Grace and Tom, were busy preparing snacks and hot cocoa in the kitchen, their laughter filling the home with warmth. Every year, they made a tradition of hosting a cozy gathering before heading out to join the town at the central square for the lighting ceremony. It was always a time of joy, family, and connection, and this year they would join with their neighbors for the special event in the town square. "Mom, is everything ready?" Noah asked, already dressed in his thick winter coat, scarf, and mittens. He could hardly wait to see the lights switch on. "Just about, sweetheart," Grace said, looking up with a smile. "Your dad's making the final preparations, and we'll leave as soon as we're ready." The warmth of the kitchen contrasted with the chilly world outside, but the thought of the holiday celebration made Emma's heart feel light. As the minutes ticked away, she couldn't shake the feeling that this Christmas season would hold something even more magical than usual. She had heard stories of the town's lights being enchanted, passed down through generations. How the twinkling lights, once lit, seemed to bring a sense of peace to the world. But as she grew older, Emma had begun to wonder if those stories were just legends, or if they truly held some kernel of truth. Finally, the family bundled up and made their way out into the night. The crisp air nipped at their cheeks as they joined their neighbors on Main Street, where a towering tree stood surrounded by smaller trees, each one draped in glittering lights. The soft sound of holiday music played in the background, and everyone was eagerly awaiting the moment the lights would be switched on. The town square was packed with families, children running through the snow, adults laughing and exchanging greetings. Above, the stars twinkled brightly, and the moon hung full and round in the sky. The large tree was adorned with thousands of lights, reds, blues, golds, and whites, and the anticipation was palpable. Emma held Noah's hand, her heart beating a little faster with each passing second. Finally, the mayor, a jovial man named Mr. Lambert, took the stage, his voice booming through the loudspeaker. "Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the most magical night of the year. This year, we have a special treat to make our Christmas celebration even more memorable. I hope you're all ready for a night full of wonder." The crowd erupted in cheers, and Emma could feel the electricity in the air. There was a collective sense of joy that seemed to wrap around everyone, uniting them in anticipation. "And now," Mr. Lambert continued, "the moment we've all been waiting for. In just a few seconds we will light up our town and welcome Christmas with open arms. Let's count down together." 10, shouted the crowd, voices rising in unison. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. With that, Mr. Lambert pressed a large red button and the entire town square erupted into light. The trees, the streets, the buildings, they were all bathed in a dazzling display of colors. Emma gasped as she watched the lights twinkle and shimmer, casting a soft glow over the snowy ground. But it wasn't just the lights themselves that were magical. It was the feeling that seemed to wash over everyone. It was as though the town itself had come alive, breathing with joy and happiness. The people in the crowd began to cheer and clap, reveling in the wonder of the moment. The Christmas lights sparkled like 1,000 stars, and even the sky above seemed to respond, the stars twinkling brighter than ever before. Emma stood there, taking it all in, her heart swelling with emotion. And then, something truly extraordinary happened. As the last of the lights flickered on, the sky above seemed to shift. The stars, already glowing brightly, began to form intricate patterns, as if they were dancing in time with the lights below. Emma could hardly believe her eyes. It was as if the heavens themselves were putting on a show, a celestial ballet that illuminated the entire sky. The stars shimmered and swirled, forming constellations that Emma had never seen before. It was as though the universe was celebrating alongside them, a heavenly tribute to the joy that filled the town. Noah gasped, his hand gripping Emma's. "Do you see that?" Emma nodded, her voice barely a whisper. "It's beautiful." Grace and Tom too stood frozen in awe, their faces illuminated by the soft glow of the Christmas lights. The town square had become a place of pure wonder, as the stars above seemed to paint the sky with their brilliance, and the lights below mirrored their magic. The magical display lasted for several minutes, but it felt like a lifetime. And as the last swirl of starlight faded and the sky returned to its serene stillness, the crowd stood silent, awestruck by the beauty they had witnessed. The lights continued to twinkle, casting their soft glow on the snow-covered streets, but the magic of that heavenly moment remained etched in everyone's hearts. Emma felt a sense of peace wash over her, as if the world had momentarily come together in perfect harmony. The Christmas lights, the stars above, and the love shared between the people of Evergreen all felt like part of something greater, something beyond their understanding. "This is what Christmas is all about," Grace whispered, holding her family close. "The magic, the love, the wonder." As the crowd slowly began to disperse and families made their way home, Emma knew that this Christmas Eve would be remembered forever. The magic of the lights, the stars, and the love of family and community had come together to create a celebration that would never be forgotten. A reminder of the beauty and wonder of the holiday season, and the magic that exists in the world when we choose to embrace it. And as Emma walked home with her family, her heart light, she couldn't help but feel that the magic of this night would stay with her forever. It was a reminder that sometimes the most beautiful moments are the ones that happen when we least expect them, like heavenly lights on a magical Christmas night.